A perfect day. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. I'm Channie. I'm so happy that you are here with me today. Thank you for choosing to spend a little time with me. I hope you are feeling relaxed. Maybe you are listening while drinking coffee. Maybe you are studying English after school. Maybe you are walking outside and enjoying the fresh air. Wherever you are, I hope today's conversation can make your day a little brighter. Today, I want to ask you a simple question. What is a perfect day for you? When people hear this question, they often think about something very exciting. Some people imagine traveling to another country. Some dream about staying in a 5-star hotel. Some think about buying expensive things. Others imagine becoming rich overnight. Those ideas sound wonderful, but when I really think about a perfect day, I imagine something much simpler. For me, a perfect day does not need to be expensive. It does not need to be exciting every minute. It only needs to make my heart feel peaceful. If I could choose my perfect day, I think it would begin very early in the morning. The sky would still be a little dark. The streets would be quiet. The air would feel cool and fresh. I would wake up naturally before my alarm clock. I always enjoy mornings like that. When I wake up before everyone else, I feel like the whole world is still sleeping. Everything is calm. Everything is peaceful. I slowly get out of bed. I open the curtains. The first sunlight begins to shine into my room. The light is soft and warm. It makes everything look beautiful. I smile because I know a new day has begun. The first thing I usually do is drink a glass of water. It is a small habit, but it helps me feel awake. Then I stretch my body for a few minutes. Nothing difficult, just simple movements. My shoulders feel relaxed. My back feels comfortable. My body slowly wakes up. After that, I like opening the window. Fresh air comes into my room. I hear birds singing outside. Sometimes I hear people riding bicycles. Sometimes I hear someone walking their dog. The neighborhood slowly becomes alive. Those little sounds always make me feel happy. I don't check my phone immediately. I don't look at social media. I don't read emails. I like giving myself a few quiet minutes before the busy part of the day begins. I think our mornings become much more peaceful when we don't start with a screen. Instead, I make myself a warm drink. Sometimes I choose coffee. Sometimes I choose tea. Sometimes I simply drink warm water with lemon. Then I sit near the window. I look outside. I watch the trees moving gently in the wind. The sky becomes brighter every minute. People begin their day. Some are walking to work. Some are taking children to school. Some are exercising in the park. I enjoy watching ordinary life. It reminds me that everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own dreams. Everyone is trying their best. After enjoying my drink, I like reading for a little while. Maybe only 15 or 20 minutes. I don't need to finish many pages. I simply enjoy spending quiet time with a good book. Some mornings I read novels. Some mornings I read simple English books. Sometimes I read something that teaches me about another country. Every book gives me a new idea. Every page teaches me something. Learning in the morning makes me feel excited for the rest of the day. Then I prepare breakfast. I don't like skipping breakfast. Even something simple is enough. Maybe eggs and toast. Maybe fruit and yogurt. Maybe rice with vegetables. The most important thing is eating slowly. I don't like rushing through meals. Food tastes much better when we take our time. While eating breakfast, I sometimes think about my plans for the day. I ask myself, what is one good thing I want to do today? Sometimes my answer is very simple. I want to finish reading one chapter. I want to learn 10 new English words. I want to call my parents. I want to help someone. Small goals make me feel motivated. I don't need to do 100 things every day. Doing one meaningful thing is already wonderful. After breakfast, I enjoy taking a walk if the weather is nice. I don't walk quickly. I simply enjoy moving my body. I notice small things around me. Flowers beside the road. Butterflies flying over the grass. Children laughing. People saying good morning to each other. The smell of fresh bread from a nearby bakery. A small cat sleeping in the sunshine. These little moments are easy to miss if we are always in a hurry. That is why I try to slow down. Walking teaches me to notice the beauty around me. Sometimes the most beautiful part of the day is something very ordinary. A blue sky, a cool breeze, a friendly smile, a kind greeting from a stranger. These things cost nothing, but they make life richer. I think happiness often hides inside ordinary moments. We only need to slow down enough to notice them. Sometimes people ask me, Channie, if you had a lot of money, what would your perfect day look like? Honestly, I don't think it would change very much. Maybe I would travel more often. Maybe I would visit beautiful places. Maybe I would buy more books. But I would still enjoy simple mornings. I would still enjoy talking with people I love. I would still enjoy watching sunsets. Money can buy many things, but it cannot buy peace. It cannot buy kindness. It cannot buy true friendship. Those things come from the way we live. I have learned that lesson little by little. When I was younger, I always thought happiness would come later. I'll be happy after I finish school. I'll be happy after I find a good job. I'll be happy after I earn more money. But life kept teaching me something different. Happiness is not only waiting for us in the future. Sometimes happiness is already here. It is hidden inside today's ordinary moments. We only need to open our eyes and our hearts. Maybe today someone smiled at you. Maybe someone thanked you. Maybe you enjoyed a delicious meal. Maybe you learned one new English word. Maybe you laughed with a friend. These moments may seem small, but together they create a beautiful life. Maybe a perfect day is not a day without problems. Maybe a perfect day is simply a day when we notice all the good things that are already around us. And I think that is a beautiful way to live. Sometimes, after my morning walk, I like to visit a small cafe. It does not have to be a famous cafe. It does not have to be expensive. I simply enjoy places that feel warm and welcoming. When I walk inside, I can smell fresh coffee. Soft music is playing in the background. Some people are reading books. Some are working on their laptops. Others are quietly talking with friends. Nobody seems to be in a hurry. I order a simple drink. Sometimes it is a hot latte. Sometimes it is iced tea. Then I choose a seat near the window. I love sitting by the window because I can watch the world outside. People are walking in different directions. Some look busy. Some look relaxed. Some are smiling. Some are thinking deeply. Every person has their own story. Even though I do not know them, I sometimes wonder where they are going. Maybe someone is meeting an old friend. Maybe someone is going to a job interview. Maybe someone is buying a birthday gift for their mother. Life is full of stories that we never hear. That thought always makes me curious. After spending some quiet time at the cafe, I like to continue my day. If I do not have many things to do, I enjoy visiting a bookstore. Walking into a bookstore always makes me smile. There are books everywhere. Some books have colorful covers. Some are very old. Some are about history. Some are about cooking. Some teach languages. Some tell beautiful stories. Whenever I visit a bookstore, I tell myself that I will only stay for 15 minutes. But somehow I often stay much longer. Time passes very quickly when I am surrounded by books. Sometimes I pick up a book and read the first page. If the first page makes me smile, I keep reading. I believe every good book begins with one interesting sentence. Books are wonderful because they allow us to experience many lives. We can travel to another country. We can visit another time in history. We can understand people who are very different from us. Reading helps us become more open-minded. It teaches us to see the world from another person's perspective. After visiting the bookstore, I often feel inspired. I want to learn more. I want to become a better person. I think that is one reason why I love books so much. In the afternoon, I like spending time with people I love. Maybe I meet my family for lunch. Maybe I visit my grandparents. Maybe I call an old friend. Sometimes we do not need a special reason to spend time together. Simply sitting around one table and talking is enough. I enjoy listening to people's stories. My grandparents often tell me about their childhood. They did not have smartphones. They did not have the internet. Life was very different. But when they tell those stories, I realize that happiness has always been simple. People laughed together. Families ate together. Neighbors helped one another. Those things are still important today. I think we sometimes forget that. We become so busy that we forget to ask, "How are you?" We forget to listen. We forget to spend time together. If I could choose one thing for my perfect day, it would be having enough time for the people I love. Time is the most valuable gift we can give. Money can be earned again, but time never comes back. That is why I try to enjoy every conversation. Even a short conversation can become a beautiful memory. In the evening, I like watching the sunset. I think sunsets are magical. Every sunset is different. Some evenings the sky becomes orange. Sometimes it becomes pink. Sometimes purple. Sometimes the clouds look like paintings. I never get tired of watching the sky change colors. It reminds me that every day has a beautiful ending. No matter what happened during the day, the sunset quietly tells us that tomorrow is another chance. Sometimes I sit in silence while watching the sunset. I do not think about work. I do not think about my phone. I simply enjoy the moment. Those quiet moments make me feel grateful. I realize that I already have many wonderful things in my life. I have people who care about me. I have food to eat. I have books to read. I have dreams to follow. Sometimes we focus so much on what we do not have that we forget everything we already have. Gratitude changes the way we see life. When we appreciate small things, every day becomes a little more beautiful. At night, before I go to bed, I like to think about my day. I ask myself a few simple questions. What made me smile today? What did I learn today? Who did I help today? What am I thankful for today? The answers are not always big. Sometimes I smile because someone held the door open for me. Sometimes I learn one new English word. Sometimes I help someone carry a heavy bag. Sometimes I am thankful for a delicious meal. Small things matter. Little by little, they build a happy life. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment. They say, "I'll be happy when. I'll enjoy life after." But life is happening now. This moment is part of our life. Today will never come again. That is why I want to enjoy today. Even if today is ordinary. Even if nothing exciting happens. An ordinary day can still become a perfect day if we choose to appreciate it. Before we finish today's conversation, I want to ask you a few questions. What does your perfect day look like? What time do you wake up? Who do you want to spend your day with? What food would you like to eat? Where would you like to go? What would make you smile? Try answering these questions in English. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need to speak. Every sentence makes you stronger. Every mistake teaches you something new. Every day is another opportunity to improve. Thank you so much for spending this beautiful time with me. I truly hope this conversation has helped you relax. I also hope it has reminded you that happiness does not always come from big achievements. Sometimes it comes from a quiet morning, a warm drink, a good book, a long walk, a kind conversation, a beautiful sunset, and a grateful heart. My name is Channie. Thank you for listening until the end. Take good care of yourself. Keep believing in your dreams. Keep learning English little by little. Keep smiling at the people around you. And remember, tomorrow is another beautiful day waiting for you. Goodbye, my dear friend.